Hey everybody, welcome back to Survivor Garage 1969. And here's going to be a little unboxing of a heater that I bought for the garage. Let me get a kind of little close here so you can get the specs off of the box. I did open up the top of the box, but I did not take anything out yet. It just came today. And in this garage, well, number one, there's a whole bunch of stuff. But when I work in this garage, back on the driver's side of the car, it gets pretty chilly. And now I do have, let me pan up here. This is a Mr. Heater, plaque heater. If I can remember, I think this thing's like 28,000 BTUs. It is natural gas. It works really well. It is thermostatically controlled. When you're working here on the front of the car, it's comfortable. But like I said, when you get toward the back of the car, driver's side, it gets pretty chilly. And the garage, so it's hard to see with all this stuff, but there is insulation on the walls. But up above, that's a little loft up there. It's got a bunch of stuff. But up above on the roof area, there is no insulation. So kind of, the heat just basically just goes right up through the roof. But anyways, so I bought this and to work with the plaque heater, that I just showed you. And then, to get a little warmer here in the garage. And like I said, I'll pan this again so you can see the specs. And this might be something that, if you're working in something that, you need a little heat, that might work for you. And this thing, I bought it off of eBay. It was like, tax everything shipped to the door was $66.67. And so I'm going to see what happens, how it works here. I'm going to get it hooked up a little bit. And I got to put my camera on a tripod so I have both hands to be able to, take it out of the box, look at it. And then once I get everything all set up, I do have a little thermometer that I'm going to hang over, probably around my toolbox area or, something like that to see what the temperature is or going to be. And hopefully it's going to work okay. And then, see, as far as here in the garage, single car garage, I mean, as much as I want to, finish painting the car, during the winter months, this is the end of November 2025. It's an impossibility because, this is open flame heat. Open flame heat and paint fumes, that's not going to mix. So, but anyways, there are some other things that I can do on the car. I can do the body work, the little bit of ding work, on the fender, just a little bit of finish putty will take care of that since I had to strip the fender. And there's just some other odds and ends that, I can do on the car over the winter months to keep me busy. But anyways, let me get the tripod set up and pull this thing out of the box and we'll take a look at it together and, see what it looks like and everything. And, then I'll get it set up and get it turned on and we'll see how it works. Hopefully it's going to work pretty good. I've heard a lot of good reviews about these type heaters and stuff like that, and so we'll see what happens. A lot of guys say, well, it'll work in a two-car garage. I don't know. Maybe it will. But I got a single-car garage, so I think it'll probably, hopefully, work better. But there again, both heaters, this heater here and the plaque heater will work together. So hopefully this is going to be, something that's going to make it a little warmer in here for me to work. So, okay, let me get things set up and then we'll go from there. Okay, let's see what we got here in the box. Like I said, I opened the box, but I've not taken anything out. So we'll see what we got here. looks like it's in there pretty good. Got some nice padding, everything. Oops. Let's see what we got. Yeah, nice padding. Let me scoot that off to the side here. Yeah, hopefully this will work good. Like I said, I've seen a lot of reviews on these things, and they've all been good. But you know, sometimes they'll do reviews on something, and you know, it's just, and it's not good. But like I said, I think that it will, you know, definitely help working with, you know, my plaque heater. Okay, what we got here? Instructions. I'll look at them after a bit, or before I plug everything in, you know, get it fired up. So we'll just set that right there. Now let's see here. Let me get my glasses so I can see what I'm doing. I hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving. I did. Didn't go nowhere, stay home. Just my dog and me. And it was good. Fixed a nice little meal. And yeah, I enjoyed it. Okay, I'm going to pause this video because my house furnace is here in the garage. And when that kicks on, you're not going to be able to hear me. So let me hit my remote here. And I'll come right back to you as soon as the furnace runs its Okay, cycle. It's been over an hour. And let's see what our temperature is. It was about 65 when I first checked it. Let's see what we got here. It's about 69. Yeah, almost 70. That's not bad. That's not bad. Nope, because outside it's 30 degrees out. When I first came out here, it was, I think it was like 27 outside. So actually this isn't bad. Yep, it's not bad. Not bad at all. So it's comfortable working, you know. Okay. So let me go and stick my other lens on, and then we'll go from there. Okay, welcome back everybody to Survivor Garage 1969. I want to give you a little update on this little mountain heater. I've been using it now for just a little bit over a week, and this thing for me has been a game changer. Here in my garage, like I said, I have a single car garage, and here in Ohio where I live, the temperature's been in the mid to low teens outside. Now when it was like that before, this part on the driver's side of the car back in here, it'd be cold. We're talking a little bit below mid 50s, a little bit above mid 50s temperature. There again, now if you're working in the front of the car where I've got the plaque heater that's up in the air, yeah, it's comfortable. But this side here, no, it'd be very uncomfortable to work, doing anything on the side of the car or this area here in the garage. And right now, I'm actually wearing, I'm in a t-shirt, and this thing it's been a game changer. Now on the temperature, I don't know if you'll be able to see it because, I'd have to change the lens. I'll try to see if we can do this here. I don't know if you'll be able to see the temp or not, but it averages right around 68 to 70 degrees over here. Now that's not bad. Okay, yeah, you can see that a little bit. Yeah, hang on. There you go. So, and it's pretty cold tonight. And so it's not bad. This little heater's been a game changer. And I'm really happy with the purchase of it. And I've been using it, like I said, for a little bit over a week now. But what I do when I come out in the garage, if I'm going to work on the car, I'll turn it on, and I'll let it run for, let's say maybe a half hour to an hour before I come out here. Now, we're not talking, like a kerosene torpedo heater, nothing like that, which them things, I do have one of them. They throw heat right now, big heat. And then, but there again, I was not going to fool around with kerosene, propane, none of that. I wanted something simple to plug in, turn it on, and let it rip. And this thing is really, really a decent little heater. So like I said, a little bit over a week's worth of usage on it, and I pretty much been out here in the garage every night. And yeah, this was a very good investment, and very pleased with it. So maybe this will give you an idea, if you need some heat in your garage. And like I said, this is a single car garage, and it just, the walls are insulated, but the roof area isn't. And then, so, I mean, it does help. The cinder block down here, it's not insulated. But this thing has definitely been a game changer for me, to where I can comfortably come out here and work on the car, because the times winter's past, like I said, in the front of the car, it's nice. Over here on the side, no. And when I'd come out, if I had something to do, on this side of the car, something like that, it'd be so cold, I just wouldn't come out. I wouldn't mess with it. So, but I will be able to get some things done on the car. No painting, nothing like that, but just some odds and ends stuff to kind of keep myself busy. So, but the main thing of this video is a little over a week update on this little heater. Good investment. So I hope this helps you out to maybe give you some ideas, and this one of these may work for you. So, okay, hey, thanks for watching the videos, and hit the thumbs up. It helps. Thanks. Have a good one.